haven't done a walkie-talkie through the business district of Barretto in a few months. So it's time to do another one. There have been a lot of changes. I'm starting this tour in front of the coffee shop. And over there is the Arizona Hotel, but it's now called Red Doors. Well, this past year they've continued adding 2 lanes to this highway, and they've made a lot of progress doing that. It's all the way through town now, out to the other end of Barretto. So they made a lot of progress doing that. However, what's going to take a long time to finish this project will be the drainage canal. That is going to take years. They've accomplished very little with that drainage ditch in the last year. Maybe a half a block that's actually done on one side. So that's created a mess here in Barretto with some holes you can step down into, and you'll see that a little later. Also, there's a problem with power poles being in the way. Across the street there is Shamboli's. Shamboli's is going to move to the other end of Barretto in a new building sometime this year. I'll show you that later on. This stretch by Papagayo's Beach Inn and Restaurant is complete, and you can see that it looks pretty good once it's complete. But very few of the areas are like that. Just this block area is where it's actually complete. We're coming up on what I was talking about with the power poles being in the way. This is several power poles, and they can't finish this project as long as this power pole is here. There's some sort of infighting going on in government, so they just are working around it. Across the street, Wild Herbs, Dynamite Dick's, General Command. Over there is Suzuki Beach Hotel. They have the most beachfront of any property here in Barretto. There's the Velvet Touch Bar. Sleep and Stay Hotel. That was a new hotel a couple of years ago when they had it built. Opened up about a year ago. There's Sam's Pizza. They built a brand new place. They were down the street about a half a block. Now we're coming into some more clubs. There's Cocoa Lips, Bar 50/50. This being a Sunday, the Catholic Church is busy. There's the Grand Seas Resort. Manana Hotel. Ambon. Potato Corner went in at Ambon the past year. There's Bismarck. Yeah, that used to be the main store in this area of town, But a brand new store opened up not far from here, and the business at Mart went down quite a bit. Divi Mart opened up, and we're going to take a look at that a little later. There's the old Cheap Charlie's. That was the original Cheap Charlie's. Then they moved down here a little further, about a few doors down. Crazy Horse. Hot Zone. Over there, the new Cheap Charlie's. Oh, they've been there more than a year, so I still call them the new one because I remember the old ones. And the big monster Central Park Reef Hotel, right next to the By the Sea. Now we're coming up on Del Pilar. This is a busy area. This is where the maze of bars are. Several bars, Rapscallion, Wet Spot, Rum Jungle, Man Cave, Lollipop, and the new bar in town, Barcelona, a rooftop bar. That bar has become perhaps the most popular bar in town. I don't have access to numbers, of course, but it's got to be one of or the busiest bar in Barretto right now. It's really a nice looking bar when you get inside there. I'm walking down Del Pilar. There's the Donito. Belamonte is next to it. And there's the Belamonte. Used to be called a Marmouth. Decades ago, it was the biggest and the nicest hotel in all this area for sure, decades ago, but not anymore. Here we are at Sit-in Bowl, very popular restaurant, at least I like it a lot. And right next door, this is the main reason I came down here, to show you where the Fortress Hotel is going to be built. A 10-story monster, supposedly 10 stories. They were supposed to start in November. It didn't happen. They haven't started yet. They claim they're going to open in February of 2022. But I have my doubts about that, of course. That's a monster to build, and as long as they delay building it, obviously the chances of meeting that date are slim. And next to By the Sea is the monster Central Park Reef. A huge project, the biggest opening of the year as far as I'm concerned. It's a gorgeous hotel. The rooftop restaurant and pool finally opened up after several months delay after the opening of the hotel. Gorgeous hotel. Amazing to be here in Little Barretto to have such an amazing, big, beautiful hotel. One of my favorite restaurants, Angel's Bakery. Fantastic bakery. Pretty good food at a reasonable price. Always busy. They do a really good business there. There's Alaska Club. Across the street there is the Thumb Star Bar and Restaurant. Oh, it's not a restaurant anymore. It is a hotel and bar, but it says Restro. They may have had big plans at one time. Mangoes. One of my favorite restaurants right next to Palm Tree, which is a very good restaurant also. A lot of good restaurants here in Barretto. We're very blessed for that. And they're working the road project on a Sunday, so they're serious about getting that done. This is the last area before the completion of the business district of Barretto. But all of this still needs a drainage canal. And that takes an enormous amount of work. Unbelievable. It's going to be many, many years, as I've said. There's a winking pussycat. Rosie's Tavern, the Pub Hotel. We've got a restaurant there also. Next to Midnight Rambler is a new hotel called Outback. And they opened up a new bar. I haven't been back there yet, but I've seen pictures. It looks good with a swimming pool. Over there, the new building, that's going to be the new Shambolis. They will be moving down here sometime this year. And here is the Queen Victoria Bar. That's the last bar going down this highway, going out of Barretto. As I walk along here, almost getting to Beloy Beach Road, you see how this highway is. It's pleasant for walking over here right now, but the plan is to make this a traffic lane someday when they're complete with the project. And the question will be then, where are you going to walk? So, but right now, it's very pleasant for walking. There is Beloy Beach Road. And just past Beloy Beach Road will be the new big store. There it is, Divi Mart, supermarket and department store. They sell food and department store sort of goods. And this was a big deal when it opened because there was no big store in Barretto. We only had little tiny stores, a couple of stores of any size, Bismarck and the Barretto market at the other end of town. So this was a big deal when this came in. They have a lot of stuff here and they're a busy store. The issue is for foreigners, this is not as good a store in the same class as other stores like Pure Gold and SM stores, Save More, and Royal. Those stores are higher class, I would say. But this store is mainly for Filipinos, and they carry most things that I want, but some things they don't. But it's better than what we had before, which was almost nothing. That concludes the walkie-talkie. As you see, there were a lot of changes over just a few months ago, a lot of openings. It's amazing what goes on here in Barretto when it's so tiny, yet so many big things have been happening here in the last year or two.